Hey everyone, how's it going? Well, January 2016, what happened? Let's get into it. Alright, well, I've been already on about it that, my musical journey began 1 year ago at the beginning of 2015. So that was when I really started to devote myself to everything to do with music and just, develop a lifestyle and a set of habits around music, those being singing, playing the guitar, ear training, and just doing that every day, for like 4 hours. And so when I was looking back on my first year of what I did and just what I had accomplished, I realized that all of the discipline I had developed myself, it was very much needed and something that helped me to grow and evolve. But at the same time, it took it way to the extreme, meaning that I just was just often up very blinded and just took my activities and the things I wanted to do just too black and white. And so at some point I just killed like the fun and just the excitement of doing things and just learning things, and I just became like too strict on things. And so at the beginning of this year, or when I was recapping 2015, I thought, okay, I need to work on that for sure. And so now in January, I've been taking things a bit easier. Still, like I want to have a 4 hour time block where I just devote myself to do with music, shut myself off of Facebook, YouTube, whatever. Just time for only music, and so still to have the 4 hours, but to be more loose and just be more in the moment and learn the things that I feel that are of a challenge for me at the moment. And at the same time, still have my goals and a strategy, what I want to accomplish, but not to be too fixed on it. Like, yeah, I'm sure have some like stationary and some maybe boring exercises from time to time, but still, not to make it too robotic. So this is something that was working on now in January, and we'll take it further into the year. Okay, that was in a more of a general note, but now let's talk about singing. Well, first I put up a cover last week, so check that out if you have not. And I'd say there's been a little progress that you can see from there compared to the last cover and original I did. But again, little by little, that's the name of the game. But so about singing, well, so this is like a testament of again that when you start learning something, that things just surface up that you wouldn't even imagine that can become an issue. Anyways, there's this thing called larynx, which is somewhere like underneath the Adam's apple for men, so like somewhere over here. So it's like a muscular organ that's really allows us to make sounds, sing, just to, yeah. So it's responsible for our speech and everything to do with like producing audio. So there is a problem there for me. So recently in the past few weeks, yeah, like I've noticed that there's more tension in this larynx area, and that it, yeah, just feels very weird. And my singing coach has pointed that out for me as well, and that when you should sing, then that there should be any tension at all, and especially not here at the larynx. So this is something that I've been now working on in just relieving the tension and stress over here, which means that kind of have to make like hollower sounds and like kind of like kind of deeper sounds, so the larynx wouldn't rise up, so it would stay low. I think this is really in one way like the results of when I started to train with this new singing teacher. He told me to make kind of like baby sounds. I know it sounds really weird, but it's to do with like resonance, and like babies when they scream and do their baby stuff, then like their sound is like it actually resonates really well. And I was like, that's why when you're like in an airplane and you hear like a baby crying, it sounds, for first it just sounds horrible, but it's a very strong sound. So essentially when you're singing, that's the sound you're actually aiming for as well. That's what I learned. But I think now I've been focusing on too much on creating that sound, and that has caused me that tension in larynx. So this is now something I'm working on in just, yeah, relieving the stress in my larynx. Well, that's about it for this month of January 2016. Yeah. So in general, taking things a bit easier, not going too crazy with the discipline, and watching out for this little guy, the larynx. Yeah, that's about it. So as now as spring is coming closer, I definitely want to go outside more and just to challenge myself and just see what are the things that I could come up with, just some experiments musically. And by the way, if you have any ideas, then let them, just write them down below in the comments. What should I do? What kind of experiments, what kind of crazy stuff could I do outside? So just anything that comes up, just write it, and I'll see if I have the balls to do it. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you're interested in following the journey, then subscribe. Yeah, thanks for watching again, and see you soon.